Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. We're here at the Holton Community Hospital with Katelynn Knudson, a registered nurse and head of the Recruitment and Retention Committee. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, thank you for welcoming me here into the hospital this morning. I always love coming down to Holton. So I want to start out with just focusing you a little bit. Kind of give us a little bit of your background and what led you to be a nurse here at the Holton Community Hospital.
I originally went into nursing. I didn't have family growing up, nobody that really led me to it, but I just wanted to do something where I was with people every day, the whole process of being with them from the diagnosis of something to the whole treatment. You're not just there for one test or one result or 5 minutes, but you're with the patient all day, and that is really kind of what led me to nursing, knowing that I'd be around people all day, every day, and then just kind of the growth opportunities with nursing.
Do you prefer working like a more rural healthcare setting as opposed to like an urban one?
Yes, I feel like the time and compassion I can give my patients here, you really can know their story better, and knowing their story better and their situation allows you to really advocate for them so much more. You can walk down the hall and go to the department that they need. You're not figuring out, okay, which extension, who am I calling, going to the operator. You know their primary doctor is down the hall. You just get up and go and you find them. You get to where they need to be without kind of getting the runaround. The time you can spend with your patients, that's really what they need when people are going through these major life experiences. They need somebody just to sit down with them, tell them it's going to be okay. Someone that has the time to explain things, and being in a rural setting, you have that opportunity, your ratios, the knowledge you have, because we do such a wide variety of things in our job settings. We know a little bit about a lot of things, and the patients really appreciate that. There was one patient that stuck out to me. I finished taking care of them in surgery, and I was walking them out, and they mentioned how they drove up from Topeka, and they said, but it's my secret. I don't tell any of my Topeka friends about Holton because I want it to stay like this. I walk in, I check in, I go down the hall, I get my lab work. I go down the other hall, I have my x-ray. I'm out of here in 30 minutes. There's no getting lost. And I just thought to myself, and with this interview, I'm like, sorry to that patient. Yes, the secret's getting out. We have a great recruitment and marketing team that are getting the word out. So that might change, but I think when people come here, they realize that just because it is rural, it doesn't mean smaller, it doesn't mean inexperienced, it means better quality, it means more time.
What's the kind of the sense of community like amongst all you guys here at the hospital?
The sense of community is unlike anything you're going to feel at a larger facility or even some of the surroundings. We know what each other's job is, and we have teamwork, and we help without asking. We know what it's like to be, I might be a surgery nurse right now, but a couple years ago I was a nurse on the floor or in the ER, and I know what it's like when they need help with something or when they have a question. When I am sending a referral of a patient to a different department in the facility, I know who it's going to, I know the face they're going to see, and just having that knowledge and the relationship with the coworkers really allows to make sure that you're sending the patient to the best place they need to be or who they need to be with. And it's some people are my family, some people are my friends, and we treat each other that way. And same with our patients. We might be taking care of our coworkers' family. Our coworker might be taking care of our family, and so we really try to treat everybody as if they were such, whether they are or not. Because chances are they could be. They could be related to somebody in the hospital.
What do you kind of see in the future, kind of rural healthcare evolving into?
It is evolving to so much. Since I have been in the surgery department for just a few years, we have added so many specialists. Our outpatient specialty department has added so many specialists. We just remodeled and built this beautiful facility just a couple years ago, and some departments are like, we're running out of room, we're running out of staff, and that's a great thing. We're We're buying new equipment for these doctors that are doing new cases or new procedures. And then it's like, okay, now where do we put this equipment, and where do we, how do we continue to grow and give the good care we want to give, that we've been giving. And so we're doing it. We're figuring out as we go. And the awesome thing is just that more and more patients are able to stay here for everything. If we can keep somebody from, driving to Kansas City, driving to Topeka, we want to do that. And that's what the patients want too. So I see with every year that comes, we will be adding more and more things, and people will be going less often to other places, because we'll have it all here.
No, that's so great. Yeah, it really does sound like the Holton Community Hospital is changing the way we think about rural health care. And it really does start with, with the nurses and the staff to bring, again, that extra level of care that anybody can have. But then you add in the new technologies. You guys are just full service, really. It's amazing.
Yes, I think people often think with rural healthcare, it's an experience. It's, oh, they don't get traumas there. They don't have codes. I mean, I've even had family members say that, or nursing students say that, like, oh, you guys, yeah, we get strokes here, and who's the stroke team? The nurses in the ER. We get codes. Who's the code team? The nurses in the ER. We get everything that that happens. Emergencies happen no matter where you are. People have surgery no matter where you are. So rural healthcare, it's not an experienced care. It's people that have experience in multiple things.
I mean, that's great. Yeah, it's wonderful. I guess I gotta say, thank you for all the work you guys are doing. Thank you for being able to provide all these kind of services in the Holton area. And I really gotta say, the secret I think is out. You guys are going to be people from Topeka coming down to here nowadays, and when they start hearing about all the amazing work and the amazing staff that you guys have.
Yes, that's what we want.
Yes.
Keep them coming.
Well, Katelynn, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been such a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you.
Of course, everybody, if you want to learn more, head on over to holtonhospital.com.